Hello everyone and welcome to Lovella's Coloring. We are now in part 6 of my skin tone series where I will share how I color skin using alcohol markers and then colored pencils on top. I will also share examples of colorings I have done using the alcohol marker for this part of the series but with different pencil sets. Towards the end of the video I will do a speed coloring using the alcohol marker color 21 Terracotta, and then using the Faber Castell Polychromos colored pencils to color it in. And I know it did end up taking a few months to continue this series, but I used that time to do some colorings to share with you because I haven't used this marker color at the time as a skin tone, and I wanted to have coloring examples to share with you guys. So, for those of you who requested this video or this series, I want to thank you guys for your patience. Yeah, I know this series have been drawn out for several months, but hopefully next month will be the last month with the last color, which is burnt sienna. So I do hope that these videos are helpful to you guys and that you can take something from it to add to your colorings. So we will go ahead and get started again. The base color of alcohol marker that I'll be using in this video is number 21 Terracotta. And this is from the new or Touch New Marker Skin Tone set. In my previous video, part 5, I can't remember if I stressed it in the several other parts, but I do stress that you swatch your markers. And if you were to change from one marker to the next marker, even though they're the same brand, the tone of the ink can differ, sometimes slightly and sometimes drastically. So you want to make sure before, switching your markers in between while you're coloring that illustration. So, it's better to be cautious or else you'll end up with a coloring like this one. So this was the sand. So this is Touch New, but it was like running out, so I tried the new Lemouchet of the same color sand but totally different. But I used the old Lemouchet and I found that it was still juicy, so it's closer to the color of the Touch New marker. So again, swatch your markers, make sure even though you have the same brand and the same name and color. So I will go ahead now and share with you the colorings I did using the 21 Terracotta as a base, and then I'll let you know what the pencil sets I used and then what colors were used to color the skin tone in. So I'll start off with this one first. So this is from Deborah Mueller, her Little Fae coloring book. I actually have the PDF for it, so I don't have the physical book. So I'll go ahead and put the colors up here of the colored pencils. The colored pencils I used is Black Widow. So it's the Black Widow sets. So I did a base of 21 Terracotta from the Touch New marker, and then from the Black Widow, I believe this is the 3 of the colors are the dark skin tone set, and then one of the color is from the Scorpion set. So I'll start off with Light Mocha, which is SD019, Cinnamon SD011, Chalk Tone SD023, and then Brown Bug, that is SC15, and that is what I used as the blush, and I think also for her lipstick. Sometimes I use the blush to go to different parts of the skin just to add a little add something. I don't know. I just do that sometimes. So that's the set, the Black Widow set and colors that I used to color in the skin tone for this Little Fae from Deborah Mueller. So from Hannah Lynn, sorry for the glare, this is her Enchanted Faces coloring book. I have the pocket size book here. So the page I colored here using the Terracotta is this one. Really love this skin tone. So the pencils I ended up using for this illustration is Arteza Expert colored pencils. And the colors I use, I'll go ahead and put it up on the right side. I based it with, again, 21 Terracotta, and from the Arteza I used Cream A150, and I believe I used that as highlights for the parts that I thought would be highlighted. And then I also used Hazelnut Brown A060, Dark Chocolate A118, Garnet A072, and I use Garnet as the blush. Yeah. So these are the two colorings that I did using the terracotta as a base. Go ahead and close this, won't stay open. So I'm not sure if you can tell, let me go ahead and pull this out, if there's any slight difference between using like the Artezas and then the Black Widows. But you know, the skin tones, the results you get as you color, it'll all depend on the colors you use, how much of the color you use to make it light or darker in tone. So I mean, I could have added more of the darker colors to get her skin tone to be a little bit darker, especially on her too. So you know, those are, it depends on how you want your illustrations to look like. I just kept it as that much. So I didn't go any darker. I thought it was already dark, but it feels like it lightened up a little bit. So yeah. The colors I will be using for the speed coloring will be posted up here in the middle. The pencils I am using again is the Faber Castell Polychromos, and the colors I will be using, the pencils I will be using is Ivory 103, Burnt Sienna 283, Walnut Brown 177, Dark Sepia 175, Burnt Carmine 193, and I believe the Burnt Carmine is for her blush. Before I start the speed coloring, I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you guys. I do hope that this video is helpful. I will leave a link down below in the video description of the playlist with the skin tone series of videos. So thank you again. Please take care, keep safe and healthy, and I'll see you all at my next video. Happy colorings. Bye-bye.